All right. So I think a lot of people have been hearing about this the last week, but a lot of major tech companies like Meta and Amazon have been making major job cuts. And earlier this week, Microsoft announced it will be cutting off 10,000 jobs due to the current state of the economy and the overhiring of employees during the pandemic. It is
I
the
heard about that.
largest it is the largest layoff the company has endured in 8 years. The last time they did that was back in 2014 and 2015. Also, Google's parent company Alphabet has announced this morning that 12,000 jobs will be cut. Google CEO Sundar Pichai said that the company needs to focus on more important things like artificial intelligence. Also, earlier this week, Discord announced it is acquiring the social media platform Gas, an app where teenagers compliment each other. It's a nice departure from the
Oh yeah.
negative aspects that, or consequences rather, that other social media apps have had on teens. And the acquisition comes at a time where the Supreme Court is holding social media platforms accountable by challenging their immunity from content liability.
What platform did gas come from, or what social
I
media
think
platform?
I think Gas was its own platform. It was like a small startup, and Discord just
Okay.
bought it up. So
Oh, Discord brought it up. Yeah, I had tried
Hey
that app.
Matt,
we're going to talk about some other things that have been happening in the news. On Thursday, a leaked spec sheet from Verizon reveals the Galaxy S23's specs and prices. It shows that the phones will remain at the same prices as last year's S22 phones, contrary to some other rumors that have been going around, and that the specs will be getting a bit of an increase. Battery life and storage are expected to see an increase. The base model will go from 3,700 to 3,900 milliampere hours, and the Plus model will go from 4,500 milliampere hours to 4,700 milliampere hours. The Ultra model, however, will continue to have a 5,000 milliampere hour battery. Now, storage-wise, the vanilla S23 will have 128 gigs of onboard storage and 8 gigs of RAM, while the S23 and the S23 Plus and the S23 Ultra are going to have 256 gigs of base storage. So that will be nice to see, considering that 128 gigs these days is kind of getting tight. But that's just me. There have been some things going on in terms of people getting hacked. Yum Brands, which owns Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut, announced on Thursday it was the victim of a ransomware attack that caused its chains in the UK to close down, which kind of sucks because now the hacker can't order pizza for dinner. Wonder why. And Reuters this morning announced that T-Mobile's suffered a data breach, exposing 37 million accounts and their names and contact information. The company claims that no financial information was compromised, but said it will notify any affected customers. The FCC has launched its own investigation, and during this morning's trade, the company's share fell 1%.